Hello again, viewers. In our ongoing exploration of building within drainage and canal alignment, we are considering a potential solution. Is it feasible for the government to mark out clear boundaries for canal and drainage right-of-way, preventing future challenges? Join us as we delve into this topic, aiming to provide insight for a more secure property future. I am Town Planner Musa Okuliyi. Let's jump into conversation with Town Planner Ayo Adediran, a fellow of the Nigerian Institute of Town Planners.
Is it reasonable to suggest that governments should have physically demarcated the right-of-way of setbacks, especially along canals and drainages, to avoid encroachment, so people can know that, okay, it is physically demarcated, you're not supposed to build or construct beyond that line?
It's not affordable for government to do that. To fence all the other canals, power line, gas line, the whole lot of the budget will be used annually to be fencing all those. But occasionally, there can also be, without fencing, there can also be some features we can use. Well, I'm a son of a farmer. Sometimes we know how we demarcate our farm by planting certain. So we can use some features to also guide it, and without necessarily using fencing. And the most important is still for people to also observe what they are told, because it is in this our environment that you see people selling along the road or putting their counter
The express.
and we have a situation under the bridge or $10 bridge now. Some boys are already selling pepper there, and we are patronizing them and at times causing accidents. So when you now talk against it, it's either it is tribalized, or they said poor people are suffering, let them stay, let them breathe. And then when the problem comes, you blame government. So all of us, and then when you also talk of government, who is going to do this, it's either they use taxpayer, or my own tax, your own tax, or they do this in such a way that people will now make government responsible. Whereas government itself is government of the people, by the people, for the people. What are the people also doing? Who are the people? When they look at those who are doing things illegally and they turn their face. My neighbor is building, he asks him whether he has approval or not. And when the problem comes, I also suffer. So government will not come to my neighbor. When I have seen him, I didn't report. Government is also me, because it's government of the people, by the people, for the people. So it's not defined.